Imagine a sophisticated fighter jet cruising at 30,000 feet. The engines roar, the radar scans the sky, and the pilot is focused on the mission at hand. However, despite the sophistication of fighter jet technology, there is one weakness that always limits its movement: fuel. Just as land vehicles cannot operate without gasoline, fighter jets can only survive for a limited time. And here comes a technology considered one of the most important inventions in modern military aviation: the aerial tanker aircraft. Tanker aircraft are flying refueling stations. With the ability to refuel other aircraft in mid-air, they enable fighter jets, reconnaissance aircraft, and even strategic bombers to stay in the sky longer, travel longer distances, and complete missions without having to return to base. This process is known as air-to-air refueling, an innovation that makes transcontinental air operations possible. The United States has one of the largest and most advanced fleets of tanker aircraft in the world. Some of their flagship tanker aircraft include the KC-135 Stratotanker, KC-10 Extender, and KC-46 Pegasus. The KC-135 is one of the most legendary operating since the Cold War era. This aircraft was designed based on the Boeing 707 and can carry over 90,000 pounds of fuel. Despite being decades old, the KC-135 remains the backbone of United States air operations due to its reliability. Then there's the KC-10 Extender, which is much larger and can carry more fuel, designed from the McDonnell Douglas DC-10 civilian aircraft. This aircraft is capable of supporting long-range transoceanic missions, and the newest is the KC-46 Pegasus, a development of the Boeing 767 with modern technology, ranging from advanced camera systems to remote vision systems that simplify the refueling process. These three tanker types are often used together to create a vast air support network. The importance of tanker aircraft cannot be overstated. Without them, a fighter jet can only fly within a limited radius of its base. With tankers, that range can double, even allowing the aircraft to cross continents. Tanker aircraft also provide incredible flexibility by making air operations less dependent on the presence of foreign bases. In other words, with just a few tankers, a country can operate its fleet worldwide. The process of aerial refueling itself is one of the most thrilling and fascinating things in aviation. Two aircraft fly at high speed, parallel in the air, then connect a refueling hose or boom. In the boom system, the operator in the tanker controls a special pipe that attaches to the receiving aircraft. In the probe and drogue system, the pilot of the receiving aircraft must connect their probe to the drogue cone suspended in the air. All of this is done with great precision, at speeds of hundreds of kilometers per hour and altitudes of tens of thousands of feet. It requires extraordinary skill from the pilot and crew to ensure the safe flow of fuel. Hearing that a group of U.S. tanker aircraft was headed to the Middle East highlighted the region's importance in air operations. The Middle East is a strategic region connecting Asia, Europe, and Africa, and is also a very busy air route. The presence of tankers there allows fighter jets and patrol aircraft to stay in the air longer without having to return to base. This is crucial for surveillance missions, military exercises, and security operations. Tanker aircraft are often invisible to the public, rarely appearing in films or headlines, but their existence is the secret behind the success of air missions. They are the silent heroes working behind the scenes. Numerous stories demonstrate the critical role of tanker aircraft. There have been instances when a fighter jet nearly ran out of fuel in mid-air, and only thanks to the swift arrival of a tanker was the jet saved. There have even been situations where tankers have repeatedly delivered fuel just to ensure a plane could return safely to base. Things like this prove that tankers are not just logistics aircraft, but also lifesavers in emergencies. The prowess of tanker aircraft doesn't stop there. The United States is also developing a new concept: the tanker drone, or unmanned tanker aircraft. One such concept is the MQ-25 Stingray, designed to support aircraft carriers. If this project is successful, the future of military aviation will be even more impressive. Imagine fighter jets that no longer need to worry about fuel because there are always tanker drones ready to support them at any time. This would bring greater flexibility, reduce risks to human crews, and open a new chapter in global air strategy. The presence of tanker aircraft in the Middle East is certainly nothing new. They are frequently deployed there to support routine operations and joint training exercises. Tanker aircraft enable the Air Force to maintain constant vigilance, keeping the skies over this strategic region under surveillance. In other words, their presence is part of a system that ensures air operations run smoothly, safely, and effectively. While often overlooked, they are the backbone that makes all this possible. So, when we hear news of a swarm of U.S. tanker aircraft heading to the Middle East, don't immediately view it as mysterious or complicated. Consider it a testament to the power of modern aviation technology, where an aircraft can become a flying fuel pump that keeps other jets afloat. Without them, there would be no transcontinental operations, no long-range air patrols, and none of the strategic flexibility that makes modern air power so dominant. Fighters are often the star of the show, admired for their speed, agility, and power. However, remember that there are large, silent, and rarely seen aircraft that are actually the mainstays of the game. They are tankers, heroes who rarely get the spotlight, but are always present behind the scenes to ensure the success of every mission. In the future, with technological advances, their role will not diminish, but will become even more vital. And perhaps one day, we will see the skies filled not only with fighter jets, but also with fleets of modern tankers, both manned and unmanned, ensuring the world of military aviation continues to move forward.